Hello bonsai friends, it's Lee with Lee's Trees, and it is Monday, September the 1st, Labor Day, about 1 in the afternoon. I'm going to do a little bench tour here for you. And the last time we started out here on the rock showing you our Nanogracilis Hinoki cypress. You can see it's growing really nice. And I showed you before we had these couple of junipers we planted here. We had planted 4, but you can see a few of them didn't make it. There's a few dead ones there. And I will say that we are out practicing with our new camera. So we have a whole brand new video camera here, and we have that little pine that's naturally seated in there. And again, so here we are out on the rock, and in a moment I will take you up and show you the bench. Okay, here we are up at the bench. We'll walk up in here, just giving you a little wide shot there. And here is our Cotoneaster that we just picked up a few months ago. And behind that is our bridge, our Manny bridge. We just released that video recently. You can see the Wayward Sisters back there. We have our Jade Forest in the front. We have our Frankie corkbark there. And our other little tree there, and the Elizabeth Crutendon pot. It's got a pine needle in it. Tops. We have these couple of others in the back. We did those 3, but one of them I gifted away. We have our Thoweel Hinoki cypress here. And next to it we have our big Portulacaria afra, and you can see how much it is filled in. And right next to that is our ficus. Behind that's a little Cusimona. I'll give you a little overhead view here. Get my shadow out of the way. And we have our tripot with our variegated jade right here. So I've got it facing forwards towards the sun. We have our improbable tree right next to it, and look how much it has grown. Our little black Japanese black pine that we rooted from a cutting. And behind it we have our leap year Portulacaria dwarf jade. We have our urban decay planting here with the green cushion Hinoki cypress. And next to that we have our large bald cypress. So I'm not even showing you the whole top of it there. It goes all the way up. Again, with this new camera, I'm not sure how much this microphone's picking up the noise of traffic going by, so I want to apologize if it is picking up a lot of that. And right behind our bald cypress, we have our blue Atlas cedar. Blue Atlas cedar that we are doing our air layer on, and you might be able to see some of the new flush growth there. Come around to the back, we've got another little Cusimona, some Acorus grass in a pot. We have this succulent lime zinger. And again here we have our second tree, and this is actually the back of it. I'll go around and show you another side from the front here in a few moments. And there's our second tree there. And up in front of it we have our ginkgo that was gifted to us from Dave Harding, Dreaming of Bonsai. It's growing well. And I moved those rocks here a little bit ago, and that is really firm in there. So it's been growing some really good roots. And we have a little Cotoneaster next to it. I did a little work on the other one down at the other end of the bench here a little bit ago, and it piece came off that had some roots, so I threw it in some soil to see if it would continue to live, and that's been about a month ago. Again, we have our tiny little juniper here, Again, the way my bench is, I keep these all facing because that's where all the sun is going to be from the most. In the back there, I have my Shimpaku juniper in the Elizabeth Cruttendon pot. And up front, I have my Cascade juniper, Procumbens nana juniper. Right there, you've seen me work on that one a few times. In the back, we have our bald cypress air layer that came off the mother tree. Again, it's also in a Elizabeth Cruttendon pot. Really beautiful pot there. And our Hinoki cypress, the Sekka, in its new front. And of course we have our Ponderosa pine. We'll back up some, see if we can get all of it in view. It's so bright out here I can hardly see the view screen in the camera, so I hope I'm getting good shots of all this. And of course we have our logo tree here, and we'll come to the side, give these a little turn there. Actually, that's alright. I paused it there for a moment. Come around here, try and get a much better view of our logo tree, and maybe a little better view of our Ponderosa pine. I know it does have a little bit of a inverse taper situation there, but viewing it from this angle, it doesn't look quite as bad in this squirrely root here. There we go, now I'm in frame. That really twisted root there, I think, draws your eye away from the tiny bit of inverse taper. And again, we have our logo tree from the back side here. We have our lacebark elm that we won from Bonsai Heirloom. It's not doing all that great. Unfortunately, it's not adjusting very well. Hopefully it'll get better over the winter. I definitely plan to repot it. I think this loamy soil that he uses in California doesn't work here in the mountains of California. Or sorry, mountains of North Carolina. And we have our Japanese black pine here. You can see it's had better days, but it's still alive. Hopefully it's going to continue to grow. We do have a few buds popping out down there, and our Japanese white pine behind it. And I'm still trying to figure out what that black scummy stuff was. Sam the blacksmith bonsai, I tried his recommendation of using a mixture of hydrogen peroxide to treat them, and I don't believe it hurt the trees, but I don't know if it did anything to that black stuff. But I ended up taking a wire brush and trying to scrape a lot of it away. And that is pretty much it. Or actually, no, hold on a moment. Alright, so here in our little greenhouse, I moved all my Portulacaria cuttings, or my dwarf jade cuttings, into my greenhouse yesterday. I was out doing some looking, and something has been eating my rainbow jades. You can see something's been eating that one. I have two pots that are empty that I know had something in them. That one has some tooth marks on it. Luckily, this one doesn't look like it's been touched in the back there. But anyway, I moved all these in here to try and protect them a little bit better. I guess I could try to hold the camera a little steadier. Like I say, it's a whole brand new video camera. It's not a cell phone. And we've got all those cuttings there, some Frankie cork barks and some Lilliputs. I need to do something with one of them, or a few of them. And again, you can see I have got cuttings rooted. These are all from last year. I have got dwarf jade cuttings. And here we have our blue Atlas cedar cuttings that are still doing pretty well. No signs of anything there. And our Sekka Hinoki cuttings. Now I know some of these look pretty brown, but you can see there is some green on some of them, and those are 12 weeks old. And according to the internet, it takes 6 to 10 weeks for a Sekka to start to grow roots. So those should have roots. So we have some green there, some green back there. We have a lot of green here, a tiny little bit of green there. So I believe some of those have rooted. I'm going to wait a few more weeks and then we'll try and take them out of that and put them in something better. But I wanted to give them a few more weeks before I fool with them. So there's my little greenhouse and the stuff I've moved into it. Like I said, it looked like something was eating my rainbow jades. One more pick or closing shot of the bench there. Oh, I did forget we do have a little bit of also bad news that our Chinzan azalea unfortunately did not make it. I guess azaleas don't like me because that's the second one that I've tried to root or grow and it just doesn't live all that long. There we are, a little bench tour, end of summer, beginning of fall. Like I said, Labor Day. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.